Hello, welcome to the Thursday Polygon Streambo. Woo!
Rainbow Bimbo.
Streambo.
Hey, hi, I'm here.
Everybody's here. I haven't turned on our cameras yet. Hey, we're going to be streaming Dad Space today. Whoa!
Dad Space.
Dad Space. This is now a Dad Space. This is a safe space for dads.
Okay. Oh, so it's not like dads only. It's just like dads are highly welcome.
Dads are here. We celebrate dads. Actually, this game is surprisingly dad free for a game with as much like angst and sadness in it. None of it is about dads. Some of it is about wives, or GFs or whatever. But
yeah,
give the dads a break. They've had enough misery.
Also, and moms a little bit.
Oh yeah. You're right. I know you're right. Yeah, the mom and dad is a factor, but the dad is really just sort of. Never mind. it's sad.
So like similar to MILF Manor, but in space.
What is MILF Manor?
It's a terrible show that I'm watching. Oh, our cams are on now.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we're on now.
I think we should actually put Dead Space on pause so we can go react to an episode of MILF Manor.
Yeah, what the fuck is MILF Manor?
It's so fucking bad. It's a reality show about mature women dating younger men. But then in the first episode, the twist.
What just happened?
You know what? Leave it that way. The twist is that the young men on the dating show are all the sons of the MILFs.
No! So they're like mixing and matching?
That's weird.
Yeah, so they have to go on double dates with
sun swap?
Yeah, they sun swap. They're sun swapping. And sun sucking.
Literally have to go on double dates with their
moms.
And also their mom with another date.
Yeah. Like you're watching your 49-year-old mom on a date with a 20-year-old young fellow.
A young stud.
And you're a 25-year-old young fellow on a date with another mom.
It's a show about mom cuckoldry.
You know, here I was being fine with MILF Manor up until I heard that part about how they're just kind of like sun swapping. Like that's weird.
It's excruciating. And so, some of the mother-son participants, I keep I'm like pairings, couples, no.
Teams.
Are like really great. Teams, exactly. Like there's the one son who, he's like 30, so he's a fucking adult. And he and his mom are like really close in a totally normal way. And he's like gassing her up, like my mom is great, like I want her to get a date. And then other ones are terrible.
I mean, yeah, if your mom's in a position today, I think you should be a cheerleader for her.
Absolutely. You should perhaps not be screaming "Mom!" across the restaurant at her.
Yeah.
They are all adults. The youngest one is 20, and he looks like a child to me, but
I'm my mom's wingman.
Whatever.
I feel like 20 is a wee bab. Like I know I'm not that much older, but I feel like being still around the age of college age, it's just like a different era of your life.
Yeah, and here's the thing. So many of them are like, I love younger men, you know, their like sexual energy and stamina is so much better. And I'm like, do you think that 20-year-old is gonna be like a good time for you? Because you as a 40-year-old woman, do you think that that's gonna be a match of experience and knowledge of oneself? You know what?
No, 20-year-olds, they got it all figured out. It's been all downhill since 20.
You're right. That's the peak. Oh my god. Anyway, Dead Space. Now let's play a game that's less disturbing than what I've been talking about.
Less disturbing than MILF Manor.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, welcome to Dead Space.
Dead Space.
Let's make a new game. So this is a remake of Dead Space, which came out 15 years ago.
No. Refurbish.
Refurbished. That's right. John Carpenter.
Yep.
What was the John Carpenter tweet about this?
I'm fully on board that he just called it Dead Space refurbished, the new refurbished Dead Space. I am never calling a game a remake ever again. They're refurbished.
It's not a remake. It's a refurbish.
Yeah.
That's great. It's a
Interesting.
renovation.
Renovated, so they can increase the rent for.
That's
Dead
what you
Space.
do with a space.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it's good if you want to compare it to something like Final Fantasy VII remake, because a remake implies, I think, that you're making it again in a potentially different ways, while a refurbish is it's pretty much the same thing. It's just we tune it up.
Yeah.
And this is that. This is more just prettier, nicer feeling, even though the first one felt great. More voice acting. He was not voiced in the first game.
You're right. Yeah, he was a silent protag in the first one.
5 minutes out, you still got that thing on repeat. Guess you really miss it.
And
Is this the start of the game?
yes, it is. Yeah.
With only vid calls.
It's
rough.
It starts on media res. They gave him a face this time.
I don't blame you. I'd listen to my girlfriend over here.
It's the same voice actor who voices him in Dead Space 2 and 3, which were pretty good.
That's cool.
Or Dead Space 2 was good.
Boy, is he nondescript looking for going to the work to give him a face.
For a split second, I thought he looked like a more attractive Mark Zuckerberg. Just for a second.
Oh.
I
I don't
think
know if you see it
I kind of like his face.
at all.
He looks like
Kind of looks like
Maybe the haircut.
Go ahead.
somebody in the chat. It might have been Simone said if you squint at him, he looks like one of the guys from The Terror.
He looks like Tobias Menzies if you squint. That was
Oh,
me.
that's interesting. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say he looks like he would fit in on the cast of Andor.
I am always
yeah,
trying to
I said that same
Tobias
thing.
Menzies, so. Oh.
He-
So dark. We should be able to see your running lights. Yeah.
Thing is, I don't know if he'd be on the Empire or one of the Rebels.
It's gotta be way.
You know, people are saying a lot of things. Like they've heard Adam Sandler, he's Affleck-esque. Like it's just a very everyman face. He clearly looks like everyone.
Hang on.
every white guy. Yeah, somebody in chat said this is actually the face of Gunnar Wright, the voice actor.
I can see Adam Sandler, honestly.
Oh, that's cool that they gave the voice actor his face.
Yeah, that's cool.
Trilobite agent, when you say that actor has a beard now, are you referring to Tobias Menzies? Does he have a beard now? I need to know everything about this immediately because I'm quite invested in that man's face and my seeing it.
Can we look at the USG Ishimura real quick?
Oh yeah, there it
Because
is.
that's also a pretty cool character.
Sorry.
Whoa.
God, it is
big
such a
ship.
well-designed ship.
It's so good. It's a great haunted house, but it's also just a really fucking good sci-fi ship. There's so much sci-fi in this. I actually think is just fucking fantastic. It's such good world building. I'll try to keep most of my praise because I could go for a long time.
No, go.
It's-
Like this is this is the only time we're gonna stream this game.
It's like it goes so intense on like this is a mining ship, but it's not just a mining ship. It's how any kind of large vessel like this. It's also a place where people live, medical areas, recreation. It has to do so many to just say it's a mining ship. Mining, there's like 20 different parts of that. So there's all these elements to make a ship that can mine, and it goes through in a lot of detail all of these things, which I just think is so neat. And as people are pointing out, like they make it look like a cathedral. They make it look gothic, but not in a like over-the-top ridiculous way, in a way that makes sense.
Yeah, there's a lot of glass shields down. There's a lot of design imagery in this game that is like meant to evoke like skeletal stuff. So like the ship looks like a rib cage. The interface for the logo for the repair benches you use looks like a rib cage. You got a spine on your
Yeah.
back for your health bar.
Space is dark, you guys.
Which is
I
just
don't know
called.
if you've ever been there, but
A thing I love about this game is how good it is at naming things that are just like make sense in world, but are also useful, like shorthand. Like rig is just like your health thing, but people refer to that in the game in a way that just seems it's just natural. I'm gonna try to find a list of the weapons because I think every weapon has such a good name.
And let's get some help. Johnston, stay with the Kelly. We'll send a medic. Everyone else, with me.
Ryan Sonora says, a spine full of health? That's what I want. Me too. I want a new spine.
That's true, Faith. That is a good weapon.
So you got the plasma cutter is going to be your standard.
What does
And
the word?
oh,
Oh, what does the word
No.
diegetic mean again?
Clayton, you take that one.
Got something?
Diegetic.
So it'd be like if Isaac here came along something that was making music and like turned it off, because the music was actually in the world the characters are in, versus music that we were just hearing as background music.
Aha! I see. I see.
Yeah, so the menu
that
system in
right?
this game is all diegetic. So if I hit my menu button, this pops up, and the idea is that like Isaac can see this as well as I can, right? Like this isn't.
And you can be attacked also while you're if you
Oh,
have
that is
enemies
cool.
around.
That is
Yeah.
really cool, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
wow.
awesome.
That's awesome.
And I remember one of the devs was talking about like the original
Guess we better go.
logic behind the rig, and it's like, well, this is like a thing that like is used on these missions and in like mining operations where it's important that like you are able to check the health of your crew. So like if you're like, you know,
Oh,
It makes sense in universe, but it's also perfect for a player who's watching.
right.
that's really cool.
It reminds me of The Expanse in some ways, where it kind of thinks these things about like what would people working on a space station like this need.
Yeah.
And yeah, all your weapons are like based on mining tools, except for a pulse gun, which so there's like a security thing. But like you got the plasma cutter, the line gun, the contact beam, the ripper. I mean, they're just they like explain a lot of what they are, but they're also just like, I don't know, I feel like they're concise and clear, and kind of iconic, some of them. I mean, the plasma cutter is such a good gun.
Future compost, actually, even the playing is diegetic. Isaac himself is playing the game
That's true.
yet again. Oh no, it's
He's living
Pat.
it.
It's the Pat perspective
It's me.
today.
No, like, I'm playing this now, but I've not played through it all the way like Pat has. I've not gotten to the force gun yet.
Oh god, the
I've just-
force gun is so good in this one.
I picked up the. I can't remember if I picked up the line. I got the line gun because I'm back in medical again.
Someone left in a hurry.
But I also got the contact beam and was kind of like, I don't know if I need this. And then I used
the
it.
Goku gun.
It's the super power mode against one of the like big dudes, and I was like, now wait a minute.
It's that one feels weirdly OP in this one. Like anytime I pull that out, I'm like, wait, why is this just evaporating everything? Yeah, it feels great. Yeah, the basic weapon in this game is one of my favorite like starter pistols in the game, pretty much.
Yes, it is iconic. It's just such a good gun. It's so perfect for the game's whole strategy of cutting limbs off.
But yeah, the force cannon in this one is so nasty. It just like completely blows the skin off anything you shoot with it.
Oh,
Hey.
Halt, the tramps.
icky.
Damage to a planning grid.
I also the thing I also really like about this, and I don't know if we're actually going to get to much of it in the first like couple hours of the game, but this game has a thing with a religion, made-up religion called unitology,
Yeah.
and it's extremely intertwined with a lot of things. And I like this element where you have a very like far future sci-fi thing that's a very thought out world that also has something like a religion in it that is about faith versus science, like literally the ability to enmesh, because it makes the humans feel more real, because that's how humans are. Just, oh no, aliens. It makes it honestly feel more authentic that this is a world where yeah, humans still believe in things that maybe don't make sense, because that's how humans are.
Yeah, like you discover new things in the universe that raise new questions and then create new mysteries. Oh no.
Yeah.
Hey, what the fuck is that? Hey, what the fuck is that? Hey, what the fuck is that?
It's a bug. We're actually grounded right now.
Did they name them in the game?
Yeah, they call them
Yeah,
necromorphs
somebody
directly in
wrote.
the game.
Okay. Yeah, they have a necromorphs, which is such a good name. Again, they're so good at naming things in
They
this.
got all the good names for this, yeah.
So wait, in the lore of Dead Space, why are we being attacked by aliens all of a sudden?
Fuck off!
So that unveils itself over the course of the game, but
Oh, okay.
pretty much at this point you should have no idea what's happening.
Did we dig
Gotcha.
too greedily and too deep? perhaps?
Yeah, I bring up the Unitology. You actually don't even, at this point, really know anything about the religion. This game is very good at world building at a very, like, gradual pace that fills in blanks and connects things together.
Yeah, so
Like, and replaying it again, I'm, like, just really respecting how well they did that.
Proton, this is a, yes, it is a refurbishing. It's the same game, same story, some new side content and like side missions and stuff, some remixes of certain areas, and some sort of backported changes improvements that they made in the later games. Like the 0G segments in this game are like full true 0G instead of the system that they had in the very first Dead Space. In the very first Dead Space, 0G was handled. You could only move in straight lines through 0G spaces, just sort of by jumping off of walls. In this one, there's a bunch. Yeah. And then in Dead Space 2 and 3, they had the proper full 3D movement. In this one, they've sort of redesigned all the 3D spaces to use the same full 3D movement.
I just want to point out Trilobite Agent's comment that it actually makes a lot of sense. From an industrial safety standpoint, that elevator door probably should not be capable of crushing a scary monster.
I said the same thing.
So true.
Behind you was the graffiti, right? Cut their limbs off.
Cut off their limbs.
This game is, there's, I guess, sorry, spoilers, but these are humans that have been reanimated. They are essentially a type of zombie, necromorph, as the game puts it. But unlike zombies, this is not about getting the brain, getting the head. This game's whole deal is you got to shoot their limbs off.
Right, because you never actually kill them. You just need to stop them from being able to get to you.
Who? So somebody already figured out in this world that you should chop off their limbs and wrote that on the wall?
Yeah, I mean, you arrived on the station after everything had gone to shit.
Oh, we just got here. Gotcha.
Right,
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the opening.
No, we were talking.
Oh, we landed on the Ishimura. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we're the repair team that's like, hey, this ship has gone out of contact. What's up? And turns out this is what's.
That. This is why. Everyone is always having this problem in space where they're boarding a mysterious ship. I think if you see a mysterious ship, you should just book it in the other direction. Don't bother fixing it.
Oh, go ahead.
Has Polygon ever made a video about graffiti in video games?
That's a great question.
We have.
We should.
Yeah.
He's gone.
I think that would be that'd be a very good video. Talk to some actual like graffiti artists and stuff.
I'm trying to remember another thing that I thought this game had a really cool name for. What's the like equivalent of hyperdrive in this called?
Oh, I completely forget.
I'm gonna find that. Somebody may remember in the
And you're both repair techs, so how do we do this?
in the chat, but it's just barely mentioned at the beginning of the game.
There's a broken tram car blocking the tunnel. It's gridlocked the system. And the data
Rotten Witch says, if a spaceship has its distress signals on, just tow it into a star.
But it's all on Isaac's.
Just make sure there's power to the repair system.
I mean,
Yeah, the Singularity Core powers, whatever they call it. It's like a shatter drive or something, or like shatter point drive. I don't know. It's something that sounds cool.
She always does. Find somewhere safe. I'll be back soon.
ludicrous speed. That's right.
Yeah.
All right, so we got to replace the damaged tram. So pretty much right away, Isaac in this game gets to hacking up zombie guys, but he's still an engineer, so mostly just like most of his hacking up of zombies is just stuff that he's doing to and from engineering jobs around this space station or the spaceship.
Oh, yeah, okay, it's called the shock point drive.
That's a good name.
That's good. They really did get all the good names in this game.
I guess like
Heyo.
coming up with their own version of all these things instead of just using some of the default ones in sci-fi. But they don't sound dumb. They sound cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, another thing they did in this, and it's actually again taking something of what they learned in 2, is that this game is essentially a one-shot.
What does that say?
It said we need more people here.
Oh, well.
That also looks unsafe.
Oh yeah, this was a one-shot game way before God of War.
So the first one wasn't. The second one was, where they attempted to make the entire game in one shot, and they did some tricks to pull certain scenes together that, in the same way movies do that. But
That's cool.
so this one, in remake or refurbishing it, they have made it a one shot, and one of the ways they did that is that the tram, which we're kind of repairing right now, that takes you to different sections of the ship, does actually take you to like another part of the ship. It never magically transports you there. They talked about how they designed it that way. So
That's really cool.
Able to load in the next level by the time you get there, and you've actually moved that distance, and it's actually like, again, seamless. So you're never cutting.
Really cool.
Pat, what did you make the stream notification? Grumpier Goat said, I could sure use some cozy, uncomplicated content. And my notification told me this will be a routine repair mission where nothing bad will happen.
That's what it
Sure
said.
looking forward to that.
Welcome to Cozy Games Weeks on Polygon.com.
Don't bother shooting those fuckers in the head. Doesn't even slow them down.
Okay.
Oh, that sounds fun though. Cozy Game Week. Oh, we could play like
Legs.
We should do
mail
that
time
during
when it
tax
comes
season.
during tax season.
Trilobite Agent has some good life advice, general and unspecific, in chat. It's never a good idea to bring the problems of your marriage, like your wife being dead but sending you distress beacons still, into the workplace. And I think that's something we should all keep in mind. Little Gay Ghost asks, what's one shot mean? Clayton or Pat or Tina, anyone want to explain?
I mean, well, in a movie, where that term comes from originally, it's where you do a scene or the entire movie even in one shot. You don't cut between angles or different, here's one character cut to another character. You just move the camera to them. The idea of a game doing that is a little different, but God of War was the one that kind of made it like a big selling point. The camera never cuts. They're actually traveling from point A to point B every time. If they're going to a big warp gate, you're following them into the warp gate and then back out of it again.
Yeah, like the camera never
it's
like
doing the same
abruptly
thing.
changes angles the way that we're used to seeing in like film and TV, right? It wouldn't be like a conversation wouldn't be like reverse shot reverse, right? Like it would be, framed in such a way that the camera never, there's no visible cuts.
And they hide there's no loading screen. So like in God of War, you are, when a new area is loading in, you're like in the World Tree area, and you're standing there having a cutscene while it is loading, rather than like cutting to a loading screen with like the percentage bar ticking up, like would happen in like Mass Effect 2, for example. So they use tricks like that to hide where cuts might be in other games.
Ooh.
I remember seeing some sort of article or video about how it was a person actually complaining that they didn't like the idea of going through a crack in video games, aka like going through like a crack.
Oh
into,
yeah,
like, a small pathway.
Yeah.
And then like the new area will be loading, and like the old area you can't go there anymore. You're just like walking through this long, skinny corridor.
Yeah.
And they were like, I don't like this.
Yeah, that is one of the top tricks.
It's also, there's not as many like big cutscenes as I'd say God of War in this, but it does have them, and even like characters that need to talk. And it does this really cool thing I don't want to spoil, that involves your like stasis power. That I don't think they did in the original Dead Space. But when it happens, it's really just like, what the that can happen?
Wait, what? Oh, well,
wow, sorry. Sorry about that.
that's okay. We've lost my head.
Oh no, I missed it.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
now I'm seeing it. Oh, gross.
Yep. Wow. Well. F.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now, Clayton. Okay, yes.
Okay.
All right. We'll go back and we'll do that again. So I'm just rolling up my sleeves here to go full gamer mode.
Yeah, gotta go good gamer.
Are there any things that you guys do when you're going intense gamer mode? Like,
Yeah.
I know one of my friends, when playing Mario Kart, they stand up, and then if they're extra getting into it, they take their shirt off. And
That's
they're
so
like, "All right,
funny.
I'm getting serious."
I've never popped the shirt off. I'll remove
I have to
layers.
lean forward. Layers go off?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, layers do come off.
You can, yeah. I don't think I've gone completely topless, but maybe actually I think maybe there was a hot day in the summer I needed to, but the thing for me is leaning forward.
Yep.
Just gotta lean in, get real close to the screen, and engage
Yeah.
full concentration.
It's very dramatic with me because usually when I sit, I am horizontal in the other way. Like I've got my legs up on a table or something. I'm reclining back. But when I'm intense gaming, it's the exact opposite. Feet on the floor, hunched over my controller. A terrible posture. Absolutely the most wrong.
The gamer hunch.
Yeah.
Soul
about you,
Bonded
Tina?
says, I take my engagement ring off when I'm going full gamer mode. That's right.
That makes sense. In order to be a real gamer, you need to be single and alone.
Yeah.
I know that's not the implication there, but like.
Yeah, it would be
I can't even have
disrespectful to the
burden of my
spouse.
fiance right now.
Yeah.
I can't be responsible for you, Shannon.
Married to the game, Smee
I-
Chart says.
I don't want you to be
Right.
married to the kind of motherfucker who's about to do what I'm about to do.
You deserve better. Tina, what's your intense gamer moment?
Yeah, probably more or less the same as everyone else.
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
I think, yeah,
Oh.
just
Oh no.
feet on.
We're-
I don't know
we're
that I do
cornered.
feet on the floor, but yeah, probably just hunching more, staring more. There's no particular thing I do, I think. But occasionally, I've started using these wrist compression things.
Ooh.
I think because
Oh,
either
smart.
I have bad circulation or something, but I don't know. Sometimes when I'm like playing for too long, my wrists or hands will fall asleep or whatever.
Hmm.
Ooh,
Yeah, it's usually only, I think, which hand was it? I forget, the left or the right. But, yeah, I think that's also just a general wrist
Yeah,
health
the hands
problem that I have.
suffer.
Yeah.
The
And that's-
design of
yeah.
the necromorph, it has such a good silhouette.
Mhm.
It's like, again, they put thought into it. It's iconic on it's not quite like any other monster, and it's so threatening and menacing.
That's so true, so true. Good to have a good silhouette.
It's just jarring to see it coming at you.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of,
Oh, hey. Ew.
Yeah, same
They can
double
still be-
sword thing.
Hey, I hate it. Sorry, just letting you know I hate it. I do hate it though. I would be so terrible at this. Their limbs are so long and spindly.
Right.
it is hard. I feel like shooting in this game is slightly harder than it was in the base game. And I think it's because these are actually like projected lasers rather than just like a
This game is not above using jump scares. I guess for anybody who's curious about playing it.
oh yeah, and it never stops.
And when we're all talking, but and I don't usually like scary games, especially when that's what they do to be scary a lot of the time. But this one is just one of my favorite series.
That's one down.
And to be clear, it pretty much just plays like modern Resident Evil. Like it's a over-the-camera shooter with lots of upgrades and guns and stuff.
Simone, this is spooking you even from a distance, I see.
Yeah, it's I'm also looking down at the chat. But oh my god.
So ammo scarcity is definitely meant to heighten the tension of the game. You're supposed to kind of be, I think the balance it wants you to be in is always in a state of like, not out of ammo, but close.
And I do think that
I'm
is adjusted
playing-
based on difficulty.
Yes, exactly. I'm just playing it on normal because I don't want to have to be that stressed out. But and I don't know. I feel like I've never gotten even close yet to truly being out of ammo.
Meme chart. I would say in this game, melees are mostly just risky and less less powerful. You can get a good shove if your timing is right, which will buy you a little bit of space.
If I see a fucking guy right now, oh, I'm gonna be pissed.
No, they're just in the ceiling.
Oh, just like the rats that live in my building. Maybe this is what they look like.
That's horrible.
Lance, yeah, it feels that way to me too. I initially started playing on hard, and it was taking me a little too long to get any limbs off the monster, so I switched down to medium, and that felt more right. It's medium.
I do. It's the pulse rifle was not my favorite weapon in the first game, but in this one, because it does feel like even in normal they take more bullets, it is kind of fun to just unload an entire clip of one of those and just be like, die. You're just like, you get in the character.
Yeah,
like,
that does sound like quite satisfying.
Oh, the stomping.
You're screaming and firing off of.
And you used all your other ammo, you switched the pulse rifle, and there's just one enemy left, and you're just like, no!
Oh, good question, Rotten Witch. What is the necromorph's goal here? Did they want to eat you or just kill you?
So that's also sort of
Or do they want to hug?
Revealed.
revealed.
Oh, it's revealed? Okay.
Pretty
okay.
much they just want to make more dead things.
I see. So they want friends.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they're the kind of friend who will like pull you down to the level they're at.
Yeah.
Why didn't they call it friend space then?
It's true. Oh dear.
There's an itch on
guys.
their back they can't reach, and they're really aggravated about it.
Are you? What are you playing this on, Pat?
PS5.
Okay, I was wondering if it was controller, because I don't think I've ever played one of these on a PC. I imagine it'd be a lot easier with that kind of precision, but I'm just playing it on Xbox.
Yeah,
this time.
I recently replayed Dead Space 2 on PC, and it is very, very easy to shoot the limbs off with a mouse.
In some ways, I almost want that tension in these kind of games, though, because it is the thing that makes me feel like I'm scared and on a ship with aliens, so I'm not perfect.
Yeah. The panic of trying to aim. Which I experience in any game that involves aiming, but...
Dead Space 1 on PC.
Yeah,
was
people are
notoriously
pointing
good.
out that Dead Space 1 had real...
That's
I
a rough
read an
port,
article about
yeah.
how to get it running, and it was like... It was a lot. It's...
Ah! Meme short. Frankly, I wish they would necro less. Yeah, response in chat is pretty lukewarm to that one, but I like it. Wall meat.
There is wall meat in this game.
Oh, Sparks, is it just a thing that it's modern systems have not stayed up with it? That was a
It's
really
just,
funny
like,
issue
compatibility issues.
with I recently played all the way through Alien Isolation for the first time, and that has an issue where the game runs so well on modern systems that it actually breaks the game.
No way.
Yeah, you get so many frames a second in the game that it breaks scripting in certain areas, so you need to manually limit the frame rate to I think 90 frames a second. Otherwise,
Oh,
like
damn.
sound won't play properly, and like certain prompts and stuff won't, like you walk into an area and a scripted event is supposed to happen and it just won't happen. Okay.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. He just went up in the ceiling.
Tronosaurus, he actually tweeted about it. He likes it a lot.
Oh Just being messy, just making a mess. So I like how this game has a lot of these just little supply rooms where you're just so happy every time you find one.
Cozy.
It's just like so many. I need ammo and upgrades. I need my little treasures.
So good.
It's also where you'll find text logs and voicemail. You'll find people recording their last moments and talking about.
Oh, some of them are bad. The one where the guy's sawing off his own legs.
Oh.
That one. Damn.
Well, you don't have to vlog this, dude.
Yeah, we did.
Her
I think
culture
was
is sick.
Cass wrote an article about the lore in that way that there is a lot of emphasis on how bad this outbreak that happened on the ship was, like the last 10 hours or day of the ship. Not nearly enough people talking about what life was like normally beforehand. Which, yeah, I'm also totally would like that kind of stuff. I like how much in this game supports what's happening as you're playing and makes it scarier, but I'll take more lore always.
More lore.
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 Lore. Frankly, that sounds like one of the nonsense Russian words that I'm learning.
Yeah, John Carpenter, I think his Twitter handle is the Horror Master, and he'll just like
Fair
every now and
enough.
then just tweet about video games.
He
I like
loves this series. He keeps asking to make a movie.
Oh.
He's like, I will make it. He's like, I'll come out of retirement and make this movie. Wait, is he retired?
Didn't he just make something?
Yeah, no, I was like, realized that after I said that.
Is it the Munsters?
No, that was Rob
That's not-
Zombie.
Yeah,
Rob Zombie. Okay, gotcha. Which looks not great, but
No, it's really
John
bad.
He's
Carpenter.
making music, but
Oh yeah, he was
I don't think
touring
he's
with his
movies.
band with his son.
okay, yeah. I think he like. Did he do something with the new
Fuck off.
Halloween movies, or just sign
Fuck
off on
you.
them?
Sorry.
He had nothing to do with them.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's just the music, but anyway.
Get the fuck out of here.
And the thing is, I think they are making a movie, but I don't think he's involved. So.
Sad.
There is something,
Oh, there's something in,
the
like-
thing-esque about this.
The,
Like the very end of the thing where, you know, he's got the blowtorch and he's just going around nuking everyone.
yeah, some of the
that is a
monster
perfect
designs are very Thing inspired, and also the score
yeah.
in some of the ambient moments in it, like use some of the same exact synth tones, like the clarinet or whatever it is, the same exact thing that the Thing uses in its score.
Oh.
And let me see if
We
this
got
is it.
a Dissonance M says he did Crimes of the Future and it's really good and really weird.
Yeah, that was a Cronenberg,
That was
right?
Cronenberg.
Yeah.
That was Cronenberg? Oh yeah, that is Cronenberg, I think. Also Rare Proton says I've seen the thing in theaters at a special screening. It was amazing. Yeah, I saw it at Alamo Drafthouse recently, and it's like it's one of those movies where
No
every time
problem,
I think
Dissonance.
about it, I'm like, I want to watch The Thing.
Yeah.
I think it's just a good fucking movie.
I saw that on a big screen for the first time, I think last October. And it was incredible how well it holds up on a big screen. It's so good.
It's just so economical. It's so it knows exactly what it's doing. It doesn't waste your time. It respects you so much, and it's so creepy and visually just.
Did you say it respects you?
Yeah, like it doesn't over explain things to you as the viewer,
Okay,
and
yeah,
it doesn't like
yeah.
waste your time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it builds up its tensions just
The
on
thing-
such perfect gradient.
The movie called me and said, "Hey, I respect you. I
Hey,
respect
I
you, and I
respect
love you.
you."
I hope that you enjoy our time together, the season of our friendship."
Oh yeah, Mektal. That dog actor is so good.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow. We should do a video covering best dog actors.
Yeah.
It would just all be about that guy. I've. Have you seen The Thing, Christina?
I haven't. No.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I have a lot to say about the dog
Uh-oh.
actor, but I won't
my gosh.
because I want you to see it.
And this also reminds me I should check out the prequel because I've heard it's actually pretty good.
Oh yeah, the
It's
one with
just-
Mary Elizabeth Winstead, right?
Yeah, and it's about where that dog came from.
Ah, yeah. Crazy Swedes.
Evil
Yes.
Reptile says, "Find a man who respects you as much as John Carpenter's The Thing."
I love how often you have to turn out the lights.
Yeah, see, that's a
It's
really
like it's power, so you got to turn out your lights. Sorry.
yeah. It's such a fun, painful, like self-inflicted, like you're hitting yourself moment in this game.
Yeah.
Even a perfect one where you actually have to make the choice. Do you need this electricity? Do you want to turn off the lights or the oxygen?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, brutal.
If you lose the life support in a room, and this happens throughout, you'll just run into a room that has no life support. First of all, a little timer counts down on the back of your back how much oxygen you have. But even cooler is, it does the vacuum of space thing, where you get almost no sound except like a dull echo, which is why that's such a hard choice to make, because not only do you have to like find oxygen, you also don't really hear enemies coming.
Oh my god.
Very cool stuff. And there's also a very funny section where the option of a thing you can turn off is jungle ambiance. And turning that off doesn't do anything. You just don't get to hear these nice jungle noises anymore.
That's funny. Looking forward to that.
Oh, that's cool, Rare Proton. I didn't know that.
Turn off Rainforest Cafe. You don't remember Rainforest Cafe?
No, never been.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I've never been.
I just
I
know
love
there's
it
just a
in
cottage
restaurants.
industry of making YouTube videos about it now, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, I know which one I would go to if I were going to go to one.
Which one?
Oh shit, I know I'm on the spot. It's one of the ones in Texas.
Oh, okay.
Apparently the really good one is in Texas.
I went to a rainforest cafe in Texas.
Really?
I lived there.
Ugh.
I don't remember. Probably one in Kansas.
Oh no, not another one. Stompy. Oh shit.
Oh gosh, what's happening?
Sending my
Oh.
danger signals to you.
So the physicality of the xenomorphs in this, I don't know if it was intentional.
Xenomorphs?
Xenomorphs. They the necromorphs in this. Their bodies take up physical space. They can't really clip through each other, it seems like. And I had this like really kind of funny but also helpful thing where I took out the one in front, and this one in back was in a very tight corridor and kind of like couldn't get around its corpse. Slowed it down, and it was like kind of trying like shoving it out of the way slowly. It was very funny, but it also was like, oh, this gave me a lot of time to reload.
And along, I did watch the video where that YouTuber goes to every single rainforest cafe.
I got the data board.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good video.
Get ready to go.
I forgot about the pressed pennies. Jeez. Oh, what does that say?
To join is to live. Oh, to survive, maybe?
That doesn't seem true. Kind of seems like a fate worse than death.
You telling me you don't want to join us in Convergence, Simone?
Maybe if you ask nicely, I'll join you in Convergence.
I swear to God,
What's
if I was in a survival scenario, I would not spend any time writing shit on walls. Like,
No, I'd be dead already.
me too, yeah.
the one thing that stretches credulity in this, I will say, as far as like the diegetic and world building, is the graffiti is a bit much.
It is, some of it is so on the nose.
Okay, but do you guys remember when the pandemic first started and there was all this graffiti that was like really on the nose, and everyone was like, you know what, video games
That's
are actually
true.
not that bad.
That's true.
You are right.
I was Google Street viewing around a very, very, very depressing old town that I used to live, and I saw on the side of a building spray paint that said "The time of plenty is over," which is absolutely some video game shit.
Sometimes people just have something to say. Okay, the excessiveness of his stomping is incredibly relatable to me. I think that would, if I managed to get to this point, that would be the enthusiasm that I would bring to stomping
It's
on a necromorph.
it's like he's just seen a really awful bug.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, Trial by I really do like the Left 4 Dead graffiti. I also like that it's essentially they just treat it like a message. It's like post-apocalyptic Reddit,
I think, yeah, that was the one that felt for some reason the most authentic. But again, who knows? What was the one?
And Dissonance M says, honestly, my issue is video game graffiti isn't dumb enough.
That's true.
And I think that's where, like, you know, yeah, like in Elden Ring, when people can, like, you know, leave their little messages, like, in a sense, that's a form of, like, graffiti almost.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of funny that this one video, I think by Rasputin, where he was having his wife play Elden Ring for the first time, she thought those were messages from the devs. So she took it, like, very seriously. Like, whenever a message said, like, oh, jump off, like, she jumped off at first, and then eventually she was like, oh, they're tricking me. The devs are tricking me.
Somebody did, Tucker Donovan pointed out one of the best ones in this that just says, fuck this ship. It's a shitty capitalist organization. Which is, the spirit is there, but I don't know if that's how people would write that.
True Devoius. There would be at least a few dicks on these walls.
I was gonna say, I think there's stuff they probably couldn't put in even an M-rated game.
That's true, that's true.
Somebody should mod that in. Mod in dick graffiti to Dead Space.
It's very funny, reptile.
The Decrepit Grain Elevator Preservation Society.
Oh goodness.
System restart complete.
People are silly.
All right, we got the tram up and running.
Nice. I love trams.
Isaac is a numb tot.
Maintenance complete. Calling tram.
Well, that's mission complete. Good
Yeah.
job, everyone.
And just figure out what's going on and get off this ship.
Heading at flight deck tram control.
I
Yeah.
feel like
Oh, go on.
my graffiti message, Jeg, would be a drawing rather than words. Probably, like, I would draw a turtwig or something.
That'd be cool.
Or, like, yeah, something like that, yeah.
But it seems operational.
Quarantine lockdown was lifted, so you can get to comms are still down.
Octavian soup. I would draw loss. Can you imagine how pissed you would be? You're wandering around the post-apocalyptic world and you see some graffiti on a wall and you're staring at it like, alright, what's this?
We stick to procedure.
And then you realize it's fucking lost. What would I draw though? God.
Calvin peeing on a necromorph, maybe.
Oh, that'd be sick. Yeah.
Or
Well,
maybe
yeah.
Calvin peeing on the word like necromorph.
You
Yeah.
guys have artistic talent though.
I mean, Sonic the Hedgehog, I love to draw anywhere I can.
Yeah.
Would you say that you're good at drawing Sonic, or do you like drawing, like, the kind of shitty Sonic that makes it funny?
I'm pretty good at drawing Sonic. It's the one thing I'm pretty good at drawing. Yeah.
Okay, nice,
good.
nice.
You could draw Calvin and Sonic peeing on each other.
No, not for free.
True.
Not for free.
That's like all the F1 drivers posting pictures of their feet online, and I'm like, guy.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah, you could get so much money for, like, the feet pics, and then also, like, you know, drawing Sonic peeing. Like, furry artists make a lot of money for commissions. Certainly.
Hey,
Oh, that guy really just scampered off. He was scared of you.
you shy? Are you
Yeah.
shy? It's okay.
Come
Don't
on
be
down,
afraid.
buddy. Oh man, and you're just
Don't
gonna hop
mind.
out of another one.
Beep, boop, bop, bop, beep, bop, boop.
I will say they
Don't be-
just never, at least in Dead Space 1 and in this remake as well, they never get more creative with the types of jump scares they do. It's always just vents.
They're venting? They're imposters? We saw them vent.
That's true. That's true. We just saw him vent. Holy shit.
Get them off the
Oh my
airship.
God.
Trying to get into the command computer.
No, Ryan Sonura, I appreciate recommended Polygon content, considering there's like a barzillion years of content
It's true.
Yeah.
Mhm.
to watch.
Oh boy. All right. Getting through
Is it
security
bad that I
check-in.
don't know what I draw?
What would you draw? Would you draw a horse? Can you draw a horse?
No, horses are
Can't
the most
draw a
challenging
horse?
thing to draw.
Ooh,
Can
what
you
about-
draw a horse?
I can draw a horse.
Yeah.
Show me right now. Draw a horse.
Oh, come on
I
now.
fucking dare you
It's
to
on
draw a horse.
topic, but
Let me find
we'll
paint.
go
I'm
ahead
opening
and
paint.
there we go. I'm
damn
weighing
it, God
between
damn it.
ban and timeout.
Time out. LOL.
We'll play it safe.
Oh, man. Goodbye.
That was really
Yeah.
detailed, though.
Okay.
We did encourage that.
Oh, he's taking his helmet off, so I'm sure nothing is gonna go wrong.
Uh-oh. Put it back on, Isaac!
Polygon, aren't you? Is that blood?
Haley, I need you to listen.
Yeah.
The Ishimura's overrun with fucking monsters. You didn't hear anything?
No, the comms are still
Another thing, I think we also pointed this out in an article, this game's accessibility settings are incredibly in-depth.
Oh, yeah.
Beyond just like, text size, color blindness, things you see pretty frequently, you can really fine-tune the violence and gore to the point where it will blur things out. You can limit how much Isaac's death scenes are like gory or other things happening. It's you can get pretty fine-grained with it. So if some of that stuff is a bit too much for you, you can draw it back.
Oh, no.
Now, we're about to see one of the funniest animations in the game to me, and nobody questions this. So, go ahead.
Tina, are you drawing a horse? Why are you
I wonder
smiling?
if it's the one I'm thinking of, Pat, because I think there's something
This right
else I
here?
think is- Oh.
Where these two necromorphs are just whipping the singularity core with their tail for some reason. And no one's like, hey, why are they doing that? Why do they know to do that?
Yeah.
Oh, no! Wait a minute. No!
Get blown out the front window.
Yeah, the window blowout is funny, too.
Yeah. The ship going through
Bro.
death throes.
Bro, I don't think Haley's okay. Hey, that one has a fucking tail. Why?
Yeah,
Oh, his
tail
head
snap.
came off.
They got tail. His head came off, but he doesn't need that to live. If their head come off, what do you stomp?
Torso.
You're stomping their rib cage,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
To-
I do like that it. You get a stomp on every single one, and I mean, a little treat might pop out.
So the limb detached from the monster can't move on its own.
Right.
What's happening down there?
That's
Nah.
Scott. Kelly and Till.
And there are other enemy types actually that
Loaded.
you gotta. You pretty much gotta use different weapons to attack. I hate those little guys.
For nothing.
Oh, the little, like,
actually my
triple
least
tentacle
favorite.
baby guys.
Yeah, that you pretty much need the flamethrower for. I hate them.
Matthias, track his rate.
These are three tentacles. I don't mind as much. They're fucked up, but they're easier to kill.
Sorry, Grizzytron belatedly says, POV, I attempt to run my coworker's code.
They also made Hammond a much more multi-dimensional character in this one. And in the first Dead Space, I feel like he was mostly just the guy who was there to be wrong and fuck up all the time. In this one, he's much more nuanced in his intentions.
Shit, be real.
Oh my gosh. It's time to be real.
You guys in chat gotta tell me when the be real goes off. I'm not looking at my phone.
Guys, why do horses have hair like kind of on the top of their head?
That's a
Like,
great
I feel like
question.
can we just ask, like, I feel like no other animal, like dogs and cats, they have hair, but it's not like they have hair like, like
They don't have
human
bangs.
hair on their head.
Yeah, they don't have
But yeah,
distinct
like,
kinds of hair.
Yeah, like horses have like bangs sometimes. Basically,
Mhm.
they have like
Yes, I can like.
they got locks. And what is it for? What's the evolutionary purpose?
Mechtel says the
That's a
tail
pretty
is to
good
whip
question.
flies away.
That makes sense. But what about this stuff? This stuff.
Maybe it's for the same thing. Maybe it's like they whip it around.
Health protection.
They whip
don't
their
know.
head.
I mean, maybe, or it could also just be like to be attractive to the other horses.
Interesting.
Maybe, you know, maybe it's not about us. Maybe it's just for them.
Tucker Donovan
Maybe.
says hyenas, and good point. Hyenas do also have manes and
Oh. Why do they have it?
warlocks.
Why? Why do they have hair?
I feel like I've heard something. I know, at least I know vultures have that specific kind of
Oh yeah.
feathers because it makes it easier for them to like go into carcasses. So I would wonder if hyenas maybe also need a kind of like special
Huh.
fur apron.
Fur apron.
I don't know.
for her.
Oh yeah, lions got them manes.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
We all
Okay.
forgot about lions.
I've finished my horse drawing.
Okay.
You want to hold it up to the
okay.
camera for
Well,
us?
let me.
Oh yeah. Wait. How can I share it with you?
You can drop it in the Discord, or you can hold it up to the camera. Is it a digital drawing?
It's on MS Paint.
Okay,
okay.
cool.
I can run to the library and print it out if that's easier.
No, don't do that.
Why don't you go do that?
Drop it in the video room on Discord.
Okay.
Soul Bond, it says Google says horse manes keep their necks warm like scarves.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh yeah.
I'm really excited to see this horse drawing, Tina. I'm sure you
Yeah,
did
it's
a
paint.
really good
You
job.
should be. You should be excited.
Dad's horse.
Here's my horse.
Oh no.
Processing.
One thing that you don't get to see in this game
There we go.
that you get to see in like some other zombie games, which would be really fun, is what the necromorph like process would do to animals. Like a necromorph elephant would be so cool.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure in the lore, it only affects things with a certain level of intelligence.
Are you saying elephants aren't intelligent? Okay. Clayton saying
Yeah.
elephants are fucking stupid.
Wow.
I mean, it actually kind of.
I heard
I'm tweeting about this immediately, Clayton. Just wait till Twitter hears about this.
Put it on blast.
Oh shoot, I have to let my roommate in real quick.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah, did you drop that horse drawing? Oh yeah.
Yes.
We're-
You can review the horse while I'm away.
Okay.
So that way you're not worried about
I don't see
hurting
it,
my feelings,
but-
even though I know you're gonna love it.
All right, I'm gonna have to go. I think maybe the horse ended up on Slack instead of Discord, so I'm gonna go look for it there.
I heard a Discord notification noise.
Really?
Although that might have been for me, I guess.
Let me see.
It would be kind of funny if the only necromorphs other than humans were like some primate dolphins.
It's in general, Pat.
Oh, it's in general. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, well, I thought that ain't too bad a
see?
horse. Let me go ahead and get that on the
It's-
desktop.
Oh yeah.
It's recognizable as a horse. It's cute. Let's see. Yeah? We
That's
should
a
ask
horse.
them to draw a necro horse.
That's a horse.
That's a horse, Tina.
A
It
horse,
is.
of
It's a
course.
horse.
God, a necromorph horse would be horrible.
Yeah.
It kind of got no neck.
Okay, listen. If it weren't in MS Paint, I could do a better job. I swear. This is not my peak horse performance. I swear.
Not your preferred medium.
Yeah. I actually usually draw horses with oil paint, so this is
Oh,
It's a lot different.
You're right, that explains it. Yeah. You're gonna leave that up there?
No
Yeah.
neck morph.
That's good.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's perfect. And then if we get scared, we can just look at the
Someone first.
horse
Sorry,
and
I'll fix that.
remember that things are okay and cute sometimes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Anyone who gets scared of the gore in Dead Space can just stare at the horse. Thank you. They should put me on Drawfee. I would kill it.
Everyone should be on Frozen now. I still remember the horse hack that I learned from like a drawing book when I was a kid. Was like you just do like a circle for the front shoulder, a circle for the butt and leg, and then a circle for the head, but you do a little triangle on the way to that circle, and then a little circle for the end of the snout with a tube going to that, a smaller circle, and then you just draw the rest of the horse. That's right.
Oh, it hurts.
Wait, you disagree with me?
Horses are just shapes. So true. So
No, I mean-
so true.
The draw the rest of the horse part is funny because that's the hard part.
Oh, you're putting on a new suit? Do you have any of the like collectible suits or the alternate suits?
I just have the one that you unlock in New Game Plus for right now.
Okay, I don't know. I feel like the code I got maybe was a special one because I have like 6 alt looking.
Oh, yeah, you must have gotten a fancy
Uniforms.
code.
That makes
Including
horse-
one where you're just like straight up a zombie with like a torn open torso.
Gross.
Ooh. Nasty.
It's a lot.
a bunch of circles connected by tubes. That's what horses are.
I mean, that's what most of us are, I
Sounds
feel
beautiful.
like.
We're just circles connected by tubes.
I'm just a series of tubes.
Simone, yeah, I think you more than anyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You seem like a tube-based organism.
I am a tube-based
Yeah.
organism.
Yeah.
Tube-based organism.
Thank you
Full
for
of
the
soup.
idea, Andalong. Yeah, we should collab with Drawfee on horse art. That's
Horse
yeah,
week.
as one of
I
as
would
one
like
of
that very much.
Polygon as the experts on horse art, I think Drawfee would really appreciate our expertise.
I hope that they would enjoy drawing horses. I know so many people don't,
Why?
I
because they have weird proportions.
I know somebody who is a comics person who specifically decided their fantasy world would not have horses because they did not want to draw horses.
Oh my god.
In this world, we ride hippos because they're much
Yeah.
more fun to draw.
Oh yeah.
I don't actually know if
Really?
hippos are easier to draw than horses, but they're very round.
Just stomp that guy for no reason.
Well, I mean, you never know.
That's true.
I do kind of just
Hey!
stomp things in this game just in case.
Superstitious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
wait.
like-
Mod it. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say they should mod it to replace all the necromorphs with lantern flies.
Yeah, there you
Oh.
go. What's the relationship
Like this
between horses
logo.
and
Hey, wait,
hippos?
wait, just real
Sorry,
quick.
go ahead.
The dragonfly logo. I had to look at it a second and I'm like, oh, it's a dragonfly. That's fun.
Oh,
Oh, that is nice.
that's really cool. Wow.
Somebody on the graphic design team made that and they're like, they were really happy with that.
Yeah.
They should be.
Hippopotamus means water horse? Are you pulling my tail right now? Are you
No,
yanking?
that's true.
That's true? They look nothing like a horse.
They're the.
I
Well,
mean, river
well, you know how bad ancient people were at seeing things and being like, and
Yeah, they all had horrible
Yeah.
vision back then. Everything was blurry.
Tronosaurus. Me and Julia is good energy. I've been on Drawfee a couple times, and it was really, really fun. And Julia is a wonderful person.
Hippocampus, when the hippos go to college.
Oh, yes. That would be a fun.
Oh,
I
Yep.
like that.
So this is another thing that you just kind of like can forget about this game because it's got so many other cool things, is that it just sort of has a light version of the gravity gun
Mm-hmm.
where you can pick up items in the environment and move them around for puzzles and stuff and mobility, but also just like chuck stuff at enemies.
It feels
including
good.
Explosive canisters. It feels very good.
My favorite thing is just when you get to rip one of the spiky limbs off a necromorph and just like throw it at him like a javelin.
Ooh, that sounds very satisfying.
It is. It feels good every time.
Yeah.
Ah.
Gotta hold the line.
Oh, you got a fucking spike through you.
Ooh, that's a problem.
So,
gun.
can I have that gun?
You know, one thing that I think would be really interesting in games of the future is like if they can have like you know how like Chat GPT or whatever can like respond to you, or if there's AI that can like talk to you. I feel like it would be kind of fun if like what you just said, Pat, you could say to a character in a video game and then they would respond to you somehow. Like, oh, you got a spike in you. And then they say like,
Of
"Help me."
course.
I do. I know.
I do. And can I have that gun now? It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Scarecrow Deluxe. I have one of those. So, a very important character, like a plot critical character, dies at a later point in this game, and it's not somebody we've been introduced to yet. And for me, I had like done some physics disruption, and there was like a fucking crate where they fell. So after their like climactic death, they fell onto this crate that I dropped, and they just start going.
God, oh, it's always the funniest video game error. Are you in medical now?
I'm in medical now. We're gonna go to the doctor.
They really throw you into the deep end. Like, I wonder where everyone went when they started getting sick with some weird physical and
God.
mental debilitations.
Space illness.
Space illness.
I kind of want to rip all my teeth out, Doctor.
She ran the other way.
No, nothing. Medical's a
Um,
slaughterhouse.
Mike in the chat, Mike today says
Yeah.
the System Shock medical is very bad. I'm very excited for that System Shock remake. I downloaded the demo the other day and started playing it.
Shock pack.
It got
I'm
me
curious. I never
kinda
played
hyped.
the original, and some of the trailers were I don't know. They felt too much like it looked like an old game and was not updating things. But I don't know how it would play, and I was just visually.
Yeah, I mean, it's still it has like a bit of like a late *90s, early 2000s sheen on it. The current System Shock remake, but when you see what the original game looks like it's miles better.
Well, let's stack up to Prey. That's mostly what I'm curious about.
Oof. Wait, are you maybe you might be thinking of System Shock 3? Wait, what are you thinking of?
No, I guess isn't it in that same kind of game? What do they call those?
Oh,
Prey and
Sims,
Dishonored?
immersive Sims.
Immersive Sims. I thought it was
Yeah.
like supposed to be one of the first immersive Sims.
Yes, yeah.
So
Yeah, the original is extremely archaic. It looks like I think it's like got like a picture-in-picture with the actual view and then like a persistent menu up around it.
of course, yeah, like Doom.
Yeah. One second.
Troubling elevator spattered in blood.
I'm not sure if it. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're using the thing that I don't know, for some reason, like Fable 2 introduced like a breadcrumb trail. That for some reason I don't like how much it feels like it's just keeping you on a straight line. This game has a thing that you can just tap the analog stick, pivots your character in the right direction, and leads a little trail. For some reason, I think it's so good in this game.
Yeah.
So unintrusive, but also extremely helpful. That
That guy's a play.
Oh.
I mean, this is a big 2023 mood.
Yeah.
Ouch. I think arguably, what is it? Fuck, why am I blanking on the name right
You
now?
okay?
The Squid Ink game, that's the highest goop per level ratio.
Splatoon?
Splatoon, yeah, I don't know why. I was like, couldn't remember it.
Yeah, I think that
they
definitely has
have
more goop.
The highest goop levels.
There's a lot of goop in Prey too. You have a gun that shoots goop.
Mm-hmm.
Every gun in Splatoon shoots goop.
That's true. You're right.
That's a very goopy game.
Yeah, come Come on, Pat.
We
Get with
love
it.
goop.
Gosh, I love the giant sci-fi like MRI machine that some body has been in, obviously for days.
Oh,
Creepy.
Yikes.
nasty.
What's everybody's favorite goop?
Ooh,
Chat, sound off with our favorite goops.
Physical.
peanut butter.
Let's narrow that down. What's everybody's favorite pop culture goop?
Oh.
Ooh, the Portal 2 goop was really good.
Oh damn, yeah.
Sleep Sunday says, favorite goop? Gotta be Gwyneth Paltrow's lifestyle empire.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah, if we're considering globs as goops, I think Ditto is pretty great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember this. Let me look at my Steam library. This game I played last year that was like the 4th in a series, and it's kind of like a tower defense RTS game, except instead of fighting like waves of enemies, you're fighting this ocean. There's like big blue goopy ocean, and
Oh, that's
trying
fun.
to like, so it has like, yeah, so it's entertaining because it's got like fluid physics with it, but you're trying to like push it back and reclaim this area. What was it called?
Security clearance required.
It was also kind of wild to me because it was like the 4th in this long-running series that I've never heard of.
Was it a pixel junk game?
No. Let's see.
CC, yeah, I liked that River of Goo.
Maybe because I'm thinking about the thing. The thing has good goop.
It's called Creeper World.
Creeper.
Creeper World 4. I had a lot of fun with it last year. Played the whole campaign. And yeah, it's literally like you're pushing back this big goopy ocean, and you know, you're finding like where it's like it's being pumped out in certain areas, so you're like trying to claim those areas specifically to lessen how much goop is being pumped into the level. But you're just kind of shooting it, so you're just kind of like fighting the ocean. It's pretty neat.
Man, it's kind of embarrassing for Gwyneth Paltrow that nobody's favorite pop culture goop is the lifestyle company goop.
Except for Sleep Sundays.
Oh?
Yeah,
Oh?
we did have one goop liker.
One goop liker?
One goop goon.
Who is Shu?
Blubber. Blubber's a goop.
That is a good one.
Some of these goos I just have to look up.
Crazy Bot, if you have a goopless pop culture experience, it's probably because you, and I'm going to go off on a limb and guess you were born too late. Goop was huge to anybody born in the 1980s and early 90s. It was an era of goops, slimes, oozes, the like.
Oh my gosh. Good idea.
Ooze. Nickelodeon was all about putting, putting ooze on people.
Lizy, I think we should bring it up to, I don't know who we have to bring it up to, Plant or Jim Bankoff, but if we could rebrand to Polygoop,
Polygoop?
I think that would be great.
That is, yeah.
And we would no longer have to compete with that cryptocurrency that's called Polygon. Like
That's true. We could finally reclaim our space online.
Yeah.
I haven't heard as much about that thing lately. It might have taken care of itself.
I hope so.
It was only a matter of time.
How is it doing?
Yes, the slimes from Monster Rancher, those are a very good goop.
Oh yeah.
Man, there are so many good goops.
I need a shot of caffeine to be injected into my body.
I have a Red Bull.
You know I can't.
Yeah.
You know I can't. On moral and ethical grounds, I just can't.
Oh, you start picking up medical logs at this point where they're just like trying to figure out what the hell is going on. It went bad. I think is this also when you start to get hints of unitology, or is it still not yet?
Yes, yeah. The first time you hear Dr. Mercer talk is...
yes, Dr. Mercer.
Man, the Secret of the Ooze was the second Ninja Turtles movie. The Power Rangers movie was Ivan Ooze.
ooze. Wow.
Men in Black had some
Gushers.
goop.
Gushers were an
I'm
ooze-based candy.
pro-gushers.
I'm too, yeah.
Thank you. Some people
Mhm.
just hate it. I
Really?
like
Why?
it because they think it's gross that there's
They
goop
they
inside there.
sticky really easily. Like if it's like I've had gushers before where you open the packet and some of them, they're just kind of like broken.
Yeah, some
a little
busted
bit,
gushers aren't
and
great.
it's sticky.
So this is one of these sections when you're in a vacuum of space. Very cool.
And they added the effect in this one where
you
you
can go.
your armor gets frosted over too. It's very cool.
Oh wow, that is a really cool detail.
And then it takes a couple seconds for the next room you're in to repressurize.
So you got anti-gusher people in chat. Get it.
Oh, we go into 0G medical. Yeah, this is neat.
Oh yeah.
Meme shirt is anti-gusher. Unbelievable. And yet, here you are, on the goop stream.
Yeah. Liz, that was the firehouse had a like grated ceiling, and you would drop a can of goop, and it would like fall down through the house. I remember the smell of that goop so clearly. But I think that's what the whole goop thing was. You would sell these toys where goop was some sort of accessory in the goop.
Interactive feature.
Yeah, and then the goop would dry out, or the kids would lose the goop, and then you need to go buy more goop, right? It was like you need to sign up for Goop Box.
Goop box.
I sell
Whoa.
goop and goop accessories.
This is
Yeah, we're
our.
in the
Whoa.
0G medical.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah, this is a section called 0G therapy that they never really explain, but they just have people in these little caskets just kind of floating here in 0G.
Wow.
Yeah, it's interesting because a lot of the sci-fi books I've read, 0G is pretty bad for a lot of medical conditions because blood pools instead of pumping where it's supposed to. But it can be useful in some, and it might also be a thing. This is a big disc that can rotate at a different speed. This is a sci-fi universe where gravity is just like activated. They don't go into that much, but like I'm fine with them. It's something that can be deactivated or broken down. Sometimes you encounter a room that doesn't have gravity. But this feels to me like they want to be able to precisely control, like maybe they want just a third G or something, which could potentially be medically useful. I don't know.
Everyone says CRG is bad for you. Mike says you can lose a lot of bone density. Meme Shy says being in 0G is bad for most of your body.
Yeah.
Still holding this position. What's happening there? Did you find Nicole?
No sign of her yet. But I found
Your
some
eyes, your
information
bones, muscles, your whole sinus. Yeah.
Oh yeah, your eyeballs start to like change shape.
Oh Jesus!
What?
Yeah.
What?
Because it's partly a water pressure thing. It's a water pressure thing, but then is modulated by the fact gravity is constantly pushing them down, pushing them out.
Fuck that. Fuck
Like
that.
you're squeezing
No.
the ball, and so without that, they start to like turn more spherical again.
No. That's what I say.
So I think astronauts have worse vision, especially after they've been in space for a while.
And it also makes your like cartilage grow, right? Like your nose and ears get bigger because there's no pressure on your cartilage, or something like that.
Wait, just your nose and ears?
I mean, like the parts of your body that are cartilage based rather than bone based.
Oh, so I can't like get taller.
You do come down taller for a little while, I think,
I could.
but then I think you recompress.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it's
Wow,
not.
yeah, you do get a little bit taller. Several people in chat are saying. Several people are typing.
Yeah, gravity takes it all back away from you, though.
I think it's I think it's actually the senator from Arizona. The space guy. I think he was the one who did a very long stay in space, and he has a twin. So to do a bunch of studies, basically comparing him. Like, well, here's a copy of you that didn't go to space, and you did. So.
Wow. Rare Proton points out that in The Expanse, the Belters are taller.
Right, yeah.
They are space people. Jeez. This is the spinal discs expand. Everything that y'all are saying is troubling me on a deep physical level. Because we obviously we gotta get up there, but I don't want my eyeballs to change shape. I don't want my spinal discs to expand. I like them the way they are.
Do you think in Avatar 3, 4, 5, they're gonna go to space?
Oh, imagine how long they'd get.
Absolutely. 100%. I have so many thoughts about this. I definitely think let's see, James Cameron alluded to like fire Navi. I think they're definitely going to go through the rest of the elements on Pandora, and then there's going to be a movie that's set in space where they are fighting the humans in spaceships. And then for the fifth one, because there's going to be 5, right? Then they'll be back on Pandora. I definitely think the evil like army guy, the marine guy, is gonna turn at some point. Probably not in movie 3. I think in movie 4 he's gonna turn. And then
Like face
5,
turn?
He'll die. No, like become a good guy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Interesting. Why do you think he's gonna become a good guy?
Because he had that. Okay, who wants mild spoilers for Avatar: The Way of Water?
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Okay, so he is in the Navi body, obviously now. Like there is no more human body for him. He's not even human. He was grown as a Navi. And there's that moment where they have to tame the big flying creatures, and he's the first one to do it. And he has his like flying creature, and he's bonded with it. And I think that's a slippery slope, because once you start communicating with the planet.
And he also, just generally had that soft spot for the kid too.
What if they pull? Now, here's my idea. What if they pull a double turn with him and Spider, where
Spider goes bad and he goes good?
The terrible dreadlock boy goes bad, which is great because then I can be justified in how much I fucking hate him. And then
what did they give him locked in? I know it was filmed like 4 years ago, but I feel like even 4 years ago. We knew better. We knew better. Why? And why does he look so much like Nick DeVries? That's all I was thinking the entire time.
Uh-oh.
Heyo!
Oh. They're everywhere.
More Wanderers as Chet Hanks' villain arc.
Boom.
I have not seen the new Avatar yet. I am excited to see it.
Adhesive Slipper says Avatar 8 will be on the Rainbow Road.
Yes.
That'd be awesome.
Avatar, like 12, will introduce like Avatar multiverse concepts.
Oh, guys, I did go see Puss in Boots this past, I forget, Tuesday, yeah? I think, yeah, Tuesday after Tina Town. And I said I was going to go watch it and that it was going to be good, and it was good. So, Puss in Boots, seal of approval.
The one in theaters or the...
Oh, the one in theaters, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I would gifs of it all over Tumblr.
I would really like to see that.
It's very cute.
Did you see the first Puss in Boots movie? Do you feel like you would need to?
I don't think you need to.
I didn't see the first Puss in Boots movie. I have no clue.
I keep hearing really good things about it. The new one.
And like, I generally love cats, but I feel like after watching Puss in Boots, you know, I feel like there's a little temporary after effect of loving cats even more, because like when we were on a work call and Clayton's cat popped in and was just staring into the door, I was like, oh my god, kitty. I was like, what is the kitty thinking? You know, they have a whole world going on in there.
Oh. Did you see Cats, the movie musical Cats?
No.
Okay.
I heard it.
The opposite effect.
I'd be curious to see how that made you feel.
I would not want to see that.
It's out of here. They're canceled now.
But I also kind of agree with the fact that Patrana's article, like, I think it's plausible that Shrek might be dead.
Oh my god.
Shrek and Donkey might be dead in the movie.
Yeah, I was gonna I think check in. I feel like Petrana's working on something, or maybe has already, about putting this in the Shrek timeline.
Yeah, that's out.
I heard the discussion that it actually takes place before he ever goes to meet Shrek.
Oh.
Oh, that's also possible. No, wait, no, it's definitely not before. It's definitely not before.
Okay.
Because there's a brief moment in the movie. This isn't a spoiler or anything. There's just a brief moment in the movie where he's thinking about the people he's met, and one of the flashbacks is Shrek and Donkey for a split second. So he's definitely met them. Yeah.
I'm actually, this is funny because I am literally going over to someone's house tonight to watch their bootlegs of Cats performances.
Oh.
So
Oh
I was
my
actually
gosh.
thinking about the stage show Cats as well as the movie Cats as well as Cat in Puss in Boots. So yeah, Ryan, get out of my head.
I mean, if Shrek and Donkey are supposedly dead, then I would assume Fiona's also dead.
Yeah, I guess you are right. I think the article is titled, "I think Shrek is dead in Puss in Boots: The Last Wish."
Yes, and I honestly agree with Petrana.
Oh my goodness.
I agree.
This is too many guys. Hey, everyone, are we seeing this? This is bullshit. Get these out of here.
God, I want to rewatch the Shrek movies now.
I think I've only seen the first one.
Oh, you gotta watch the second one at least. I think the second one's might be my favorite.
Ryan, I'll see what I can do.
Hard to say.
Quarantine lifted.
Surgical log. Dr. Charles Mercer. Copy to my secure terminal.
I met Shrek.
You met Shrek?
You
I met-
did.
I
I
met
was gonna
Shrek.
ask you about that. You went to Universal.
Yeah, I met Shrek. Shrek was there.
He was alive.
He was great.
How's he? Yeah.
Mm.
How's Shrek doing?
He seems like he's doing well.
Yeah.
He's fine. He's
Oh,
getting
yeah?
he's getting around okay.
I know he did like a musical recently.
Oh god, the musical's so bad.
Oh.
Have you seen any clips from the Shrek musical?
No, I mean I knew a friend who was Donkey in one in a
Oh.
small town performance.
Oh my god, one of my favorite things to
Not
Google
yet,
for a
because I
while
don't live there,
was small town performances of Shrek the musical, just to see their Shrek and Donkey makeups that they would come up with.
Yeah.
I get it though. I mean, you're a small community theater. You need to like get butts and seats.
Yeah.
Kids want to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a fun concept. I actually, I have an ex that I dated freshman year of college who their high school did Shrek the musical, and he was Shrek.
Wow.
So I had a really great
You're
photo
Shreks.
of him.
There are Shreks
In-
among us.
Yeah, there are Shreks among us. The Shrek expansion pack for Among Us. The
Oh
next
my
update.
god.
Yes.
So I think I know one of the songs from Shrek, the musical. Like, I'm not gonna sing it actually, because I think it'll sound bad.
Is there? How much music is in any of the movies? Besides, I guess I Need a Hero. I feel like that's.
So much. The Shrek soundtrack is a classic.
I mean, but in terms of them
But it's just
actually
popular
singing.
music. But it's like
Yeah.
the characters ever sing like a musical.
Oh yeah. Okay, wait. The song "Accidentally in Love." I love that song.
Oh, the Counting Crow song, yeah.
Such
Yeah,
a
it's
good song.
they use good music in the movies,
Yeah.
but it's just I don't remember.
Oh
if they
yeah,
ever
to
actually
take this
sing like a
full
musical.
circle for you, Tina. Accidentally in Love and Shrek, that would be an example of non-diegetic music because the characters in the film don't hear it.
Right.
Don't they play a big song of it or something?
No, I mean, they sing "I'm a Believer" at the end of the first one.
Oh yeah,
So-
yeah.
That one is diegetic. That one
Yeah.
is.
That one's diegetic, and then the "I Need a Hero" is
I
diegetic.
really hope a professor uses that in film class, so you know what
Yeah.
like a non-diegetic movies, but only using Shrek as an example.
Isn't there like a Bee Gees song that they do at the very, very end that's also that Donkey sings?
I don't
Isn't that the
remember.
one
I
I'm
don't
thinking
know.
of? Doesn't he sing I'm a Believer? in the end of the first movie.
Yeah, he sings
Oh,
the
maybe-
Monkeys song
okay.
at the end of the first movie.
It's like a big party, so like
Oh, yes.
dancing,
Sorry,
but-
it is that one. Yeah.
So, Clayton, what did you think about this part? This is new, I think. It was really creepy. And I figured out lore-wise what this is.
Is this how they have babies on the ship?
No.
Are they organs?
Yeah, these are like, I think, artificially grown humans that they are they get replacement parts from them.
I feel like I did see something talking about medical, about how somebody had to like get a new. Oh right, okay, I do remember this where you find a note where somebody's organ basically is like almost done, but they're like, sorry, you gotta flush it because this rich guy who donated a lot to unitology, or maybe he's just higher up in the company, takes priority, so we're gonna make his new replacement organ first.
The word baby tanks. Baby tanks. Baby tanks. So are these little baby aliens that you're
Yeah, these are like little baby Metal Gears.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I assume the little babies were like a lot of sci-fi. They're like, oh, because of radiation, you have to be very careful about how you have babies in space.
Oh, that could be it too.
So
Yeah.
maybe they were just like their artificial wombs.
No, these little guys are definitely giving thing.
Yes, they're serving
yeah.
thing.
They're so annoying in
Yeah, they're
vacuum sections because you just don't hear them and you start getting hit by them.
Oh, Tronosaurus, yes.
One time I was in Central Park with some friends, and just sitting there, and there was a big group of older adults near us with their babies, and we concluded that, you know, when you're an adult with a baby, you just have baby parties, and that's how you socialize. You just like, you let your babies party together, and then you get mildly wine drunk next to them.
Yeah, you put the babies in a big bin and let them have fun.
Yeah.
And
You
break
toss some
out.
food in them so they can fight over it.
Yeah. Oh no.
No, they call that. I think that's the concept of the play date.
Oh, so true, so true. Place babies in the pit. Put the babies in the baby tank.
That's
The,
what the baby things are for.
Isaac voice actor did a very good job with his like pain noises. I'm sure he lost his voice that day, but he really sells every one of those hits.
Yeah,
Wait, what did that sign say on the wall?
I'll look for you.
Okay, thank you.
Ejaculate
Is
this
that-
area
oh.
immediately.
Fair enough. All right.
And
Don't have
that's
to
the
tell me
area that
twice.
you just blew up that was like covered in furniture and hastily like improvised barrier. Oh no, that's one here. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna do that now.
This is where like, they closed this place in. I wonder if that's bad.
Why are people yelling at Pat?
Because I read the sign.
Oh.
Because I dared to speak the truth. All right, we're gonna blow it up. There we go. Here's a fun note. It says, "We have run out of body bags."
I'm surprised by how much paper they have in space.
That's
readily
true. That's a good
available.
point.
You know, I thought that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause like sometimes I struggle to find like, I mean I have like some notebooks I guess, but like I feel like in a lot of places I struggle to find like, oh, I just need a blank piece of paper and a pen.
I could see like two sides of it where like, you know, we have very modern facilities, laboratories, hospitals, they still use paper quite a bit.
Yeah.
But also spaceships, everything you take with you, you know, is stuff you have to move around. So do you really want to have a bunch of paper that you need to like take everywhere in your big spaceship? But
there's
I
this.
think it feels better to have it there. It feels more authentic, but
There's this kind of like jokey thing people used to say about American space programs versus Russia, where it was like America spent like X billion dollars on developing a pen that could write in 0G. Russians brought a pencil, and it was supposed to be like, haha, isn't that funny that we didn't see the simple solution? And then I heard somebody say, actually, you don't want to bring a pencil to space because if you need to sharpen it, where are those shavings going to go? Magnetic, like lead particles or tiny lead particles will get in your filtration systems and fuck everything up.
Could even short things out if they get into a circuit.
Right.
Ha ha ha. Silly Russians.
Haha, get fucked, Russia.
The Russians also did eventually make their own pen because they also realized the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, Trilobite says it is also untrue that the government spent the money to develop the space pen.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing is the regular pens work in 0G.
What is behind me? Octavian, it's just a pile of stuff. It's a bag.
Sorry. Sorry, go. I'm just reading Meme Shart's comment. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go.
Have any of y'all read the declassified audio transcriptions of one of the times astronauts came across a floating bag of poop in their orbiter? No, I haven't, Meme Shart.
Hold on. I'm gonna find this and then maybe I'll give it to Simone and we'll act it out.
Oh, please do. Yes.
And then you'll all have to imagine it as an audio log in Dead Space.
Little Gay Ghost says the floating poop wasn't in a bag.
It wasn't in a bag. It was unbagged.
That's scary. That's real space horror.
Please.
Okay, I found the Vox article on it, but I want to get the link to the original thing.
Yeah, let me know when you do hang
do that.
I'll work on
Yeah, you can keep going. I'll find it.
No. I'm gonna work on audio processing to make you guys sound like astronauts.
Okay.
Let's see.
Escaped containment. Oh my god.
Oh man. Okay. No, that's not a link. Come on.
Lucy Poopy.
Okay, here we go.
Don't
Getting
say
closer.
these things.
Okay, I got it. I think I found it. Oh my god, the link 404'd.
Oh.
They obviously this was too embarrassing and they've made it. The government has made it secret again.
I'm looking up declassified astronaut poop.
Google. Does Tumblr have it? Or is it just one? Maybe it's just one page, and that's why this is.
There we go.
The issue. I think it's just one page. Sorry, I'll just grab it. No, where'd it go? I had it.
No, poor Clayton.
Okay. Oh no, wait. Is this the whole thing? For fuck's sake.
Apparently it is part of a 500-page declassified transcript. I wonder if it's on that government website that we were getting.
So true, Rare Proton. We have put everything on hold just to find this.
Yeah. Okay, this seems to be the most of it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna send this to you in Slack, Simone.
Alright, I'm opening Slack. Alright.
Okay.
Who is your character?
Yeah, let me see. I didn't actually look at how many people we got in here.
Oh boy.
Also have mission control.
There are CDR, LMP, and CMP. Christina, do you want to roll?
Oh, sure.
Okay, so just make sure there's 2 images.
Yes.
And it starts with the one that says like confidential on it. Oh, they both say that, but it's the one that starts 05, 13, 29, 44. So yeah, CDR, CMP, and LMP.
All right, and y'all imagine. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
So wait, sorry. Did you claim characters? Yeah. Oh, sorry. I need to get it to you. Sorry. Where's my Slack?
Thanks, everyone. Welcome to our theater stream.
So for those of you who are just tuning in, what we're going to be hearing here is a dramatic reading of the declassified transcript of the time astronauts found poop. And we'll ask that you pretend that this is an audio log that Isaac is listening to as he walks around this moody space station.
Okay, so who do we claim?
I could do CDR.
Okay. I guess let's say I'll be CMP, and LMP is as you have it, Tina.
The wrong article, I think.
So it's like the forum I sent you. Yeah.
It's a what?
Giraffe boards. Is that what I sent you? Oh,
no, I got an article from the cut.
Wrong thing. Sorry.
You sent Tina the etiquette article from the cut.
Copy paste.
Okay, it's here. Who am I reading for?
Your LMP.
So LMP, and there's images in that forum, so just make sure you open both of them, and we're starting with the one where the first thing is, oh, who did it?
LMP, oh, who did it? Okay.
There's two images. So I'm CMP.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Simone is CMR or CDR, and Tina is LMP. So, okay, so we're ready.
Okay. Oh. Who did it?
Who did what?
What?
Who did it?
Where did that come from?
Give me a napkin, quick.
All right, director here.
Floating through the air.
Sorry, director here. I want to hear a little more astronaut in you, Clayton. I think you're hitting it so far. Astronauts will like see some fucked up shit happen, and they will discuss it in like stoic terms. Yeah.
You're a pilot.
Like an airline pilot explaining turbulence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, who did it?
Who did what?
What?
Who did it?
Where did that come from?
Give me a napkin, quick. There's a turd floating through the air.
I didn't do it. It ain't one of mine.
I don't think it's one of mine.
Mine was a little more sticky than that. Throw that away.
God almighty. Did they say you could do it anytime?
They said on 135, they told us, here's another goddamn turd. What's the matter with you guys? Here, give me a... Well, babe, if it were me, I sure would know I was shitting on the floor.
It was just floating around?
Yes.
Mine was stickier than that.
Mine was too. It hit that bag.
When I stuck my finger in mine was too soft. God dang. I don't know whose that is. I can neither claim it nor disclaim it.
What the hell is going on here?
I don't know. That's what I was up against when, after Tom stuck his in there, I figured, Jesus, how...
Something wrong there. We're going to have to get all that crap out. It's supposed to go clean back over there.
Jesus. Yeah, no. Someone on the forum was like, it's like an SNL sketch, and like, yeah, it is kind of like a sketch. That's crazy.
Can neither disclaim nor confirm.
Well, I think that's a good place to end this stream.
Is it? It's already fine.
Oh my goodness.
Let me reset the audio here. There we go.
Thank you, Busted, for the clapping emoji.
And thank you for bringing that to our attention, Meme Shart.
Very lovely.
Yep.
That's great.
Well, this has been your Thursday Polygon stream. We'll be back. Are y'all doing Pentiment next Tuesday?
I believe we are.
Yes, that is still the plan.
Awesome. So Pentiment Tuesday, and then a normal Thursday stream on Thursday.
Penta Tuesday.
So true. New favorite goop, the space poop.
Hey,
thanks,
Ryan. Thank you so
Ryan,
much.
for the
Wow.
subs. Oh my god.
We should
Tossing that cash around.
we should get some more declassified documents that we can read through on stream.
I would love to read some declassified
Dramatic
documents.
readings. Sounds great.
That was
Yeah.
wonderful.
Transcripts are always fun.
Let's
Everybody
get some
did-
classified documents.
That's
Why-
true.
Yeah,
Why limit
yeah.
ourselves
Yeah.
to declassified?
Yeah, let's get on here and read some warthog flight manuals. Anyways.
Oh my god.
Alrighty. Take care, everybody. Bye.
Bye. Have a good weekend.
Bye.